thought for a second that you accidentally clicked on a video of a pistol slide mounted micro reflex sight? Well, I don't blame you. This is the Athlon Midas LE Gen2, a full-size rifle optic with a quick-detach Picatinny mount, 3 user-selectable reticles, and a massive objective lens for an awesome field of view. So, let's take a closer look. Let me start with a quick unboxing, and then let's just see the contents of the box. This is the Athlon Midas LE Gen2, and it is a rifle-mounted red dot reflex sight. But what is the most striking thing about this is just how similar this looks to a giant micro red dot. And I have one here. This is an Athlon Midas. This is a micro red dot with an RMR footprint. And if I bring this up closer to the camera so they're about the similar scale and appearance, you can just see how similar in design they are. But of course, this is about 3.5 inches long and 2 inches wide and about 2 inches tall. But in terms of function, pretty much the same. It has an activation and intensity adjustment set of buttons, plus and minus here, and it has a 2 MOA red dot. And what makes this unique is that it has a changeable reticle. Press both of the buttons together, it changes from a 2 MOA red dot into a 65 MOA circle with crosshairs, sort of a sunburst pattern, and press that again, both of them together, and you get the circle and the dot. So gives you some options if you're running a shotgun or a PCC if you want to just bracket your target versus having a simple dot. So you have some options here. And I know you can't really see the reticle that well because we're looking at a tabletop distance here and it's just too close, but we'll bring this out to the range and have a better look at that reticle in a bit. But let's just take a look at some of the other features here. It has a Picatinny clamp mount at the bottom here with a quick release. And the tension is adjusted with this screw here. You just press down once you have this released, press down, and that will allow you space. It does include an adjustment tool, though I'm not quite clear on how you adjust this because there's no slot at the top. I think you use this tool to just press on each of these gear teeth to turn it. Seems a bit awkward. It would be nicer if they just had a simple slot at the top there, but well, whatever. This tool is useful though. There's locking screws here for the battery tray, so you can use that or really any flathead to unscrew these locking screws, and it runs off a single 2032 coin battery. It claims to have a 50,000 hour long runtime off a single 2032 coin battery, so I'm not going to be able to test that unless you want to sit here for 5 years. But if you happen to have one of these and have left it on between long range visits, please let me know if how long your unit still stayed on with a fresh battery, or if it didn't, and how long that was in between those intervals. And this tool can also be used to adjust your dot to zero it, and each click is a half of an MOA, and let's just listen to this. All right, pretty audible, not very tactile positive, but let's check out our windage. Also audible and a bit more tactile positive. I can definitely feel the indexing more with this particular adjustment screw than this one, but yeah, with the audible cues, you should be able to adjust your zero quite readily. So speaking of which, let's mount this up to a rifle, bring it out to the range, and see that reticle and adjust the zero. Before we get started with the test, I'd just like to take a quick break here to talk about this episode's sponsor, Aura. For the cost of just a VPN, I'm getting a whole suite of security services, including $1 million in identity theft insurance, fraud alerts, spam blockers, and they're even removing me from those damn data broker listings. Use my link, aura.com/moondog, and you can try them free. And if you use that link, you're helping to support this channel. So thanks for doing that. Okay, let's get back to the video. So I took it out to the range, and no, I won't be showing install footage because this is a quick detach mount, and also because of weirdness with YouTube's AI content review system that thinks that installing an optic is gun modification. So anyway, I have it mounted on my lightest rifle, a Ruger 1022 Takedown, so I could easily see how the optic's size and weight affected its performance. First, let's take a look at what makes this optic unique, the changing reticles, starting with the 2 MOA red dot. I brought it up to maximum brightness, and now let's change the reticle to the 65 MOA cross circle. And now the circle and dot. At this distance of 25 yards, the circle and dot is larger than this 8-inch bullseye. So next, I'm going to zero it in, and we're going to try it out. The Midas LE didn't feel large or heavy at all, and the circle dot reticle was very fast and accurate to aim, and the large objective window made it effortless to shoot. I'd like to thank Athlon for sending out the Midas LE Gen2 for me to test, and when I first got this out of the box, I really was struck by how much this looked like a micro reflex sight. Just bigger. You know, this is the micro reflex sight that she told you not to worry about. But in practice, it's not that oversized. Here's a traditional tube red dot in comparison, and really it's not that much bigger, and maybe just an ounce and a half heavier, but in practice that really didn't make that much difference, because when I put this on my lightest rifle, a Ruger 1022 backpacker, and took it out to the range, everyone who got a chance to shoot it was remarking about how light it felt to shoot, and also how open it felt. It was like shooting open sights, because look at this monster window here, and in comparison to a tube red dot, no comparison in terms of, you know, almost a totally unobstructed field of view. And you have 3 different options for a reticle: a precise 2 MOA dot and a 65 MOA cross circle for fast target acquisition. In fact, probably my only suggestion would be also offer as a reticle option, since this is a multi-reticle optic here, maybe a smaller circle dot would be also good. But let me know in the comments if you had your choice. Maybe for Gen 3 they could add an additional reticle option. What would that be? Would that be a chevron? Would that be crosshairs? Let me know in the comments. But if you're interested in picking up a Midas LE Gen2 right now, you can find affiliate product links in my full write-up at moondogindustries.com. You can find a link to that article in this video's description. Use the links in that article, and you're helping to support this channel. And of course, you can always help by simply hitting the like button and the subscribe button and notification bell buttons. They don't charge you to subscribe to my channel, so yeah, take the time to do that, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Moondog, out. Hey, I'd like to know what you thought of this video. Leave me a comment or chat with me on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, MeWe, Instagram, or Locals. And if you want to see all of my videos, go to moondogindustries.com.